All those programs we love that are run on the Stellar chain use USDC for settlement. Here's a problem though. USDC has massive exposure to Silvergate Bank, who has massive exposure to FTX. Guess what, everyone? USDC is depegging severely right now. How much effect will this have on Stellar run programs that use USDC for settlement? And will this have any effect on the price of XLM? We're going to start off with the heat map, and this is the first time I have ever seen a stablecoin USDC down almost 10% in the last 24 hours. Yes, everyone, a stablecoin depegged by almost 10%. This has massive implications. Luckily, though, the market is digesting this news very well, as it appears to be that the mess is just within the USDC stablecoin corridor. Bitcoin sitting at 20,314, ETH 1443, XRP, one of the friends of the show, sitting at 37 cents, up to 1.2% last 24 hours. XLM 7.8 cents right now, 1.3% up last 24. Let's take a look at what happened, everyone. Stablecoin USDC faces $3.3 billion exposure to Silicon Valley Bank. Silicon Valley Bank was in trouble. It has to do with Silvergate, which has to do with FTX. Crypto hot potato, everyone. Crypto exchange Coinbase said Friday it is temporarily suspending the conversion between USDC and USD over the weekend. You need rails to get into crypto, cash to get into crypto. That's why Silvergate Bank as well as Silicon Valley Bank were big hits for the crypto scene, because we need banks to get into crypto. These crypto exchanges need banks for money to work. Again, you have to move USDC and USD, don't you? Circle said about 3.3 billion, or more than 8% of the 40 billion in reserves, are held at Silicon Valley Bank, which collapsed on Friday. Coinbase said it would resume the conversions between USDC and USD on Monday. During periods of heightened activity, conversions rely on USDC transfers from banks to clear during normal banking hours. Guess what? Your assets remain safe and available for on-chain sends. That's from Coinbase. But what about all the USDC settlement? Think about that. 3.3 billion. Let's take a look over at their market cap and see what that 3.3 billion looks like compared to the total. And whoa, there you go. That's the news from Silicon Valley Bank right there. Before the news announcement was made, they were sitting at 43 billion in circulating supply. They are right now just at $37.5 billion. So that 3.3 billion, not only is it about 10% of the current circulating supply that's locked up, but it was able to knock down USDC circulating supply by almost 15%. This is massive news, because remember, all of MoneyGram's programs use USDC to settle. Experience the power of Stellar USDC. Stellar's big feather in their cap has been USDC. That's where they've been getting all of these partnerships, all of this action, because they're taking advantage of using USDC found on the Stellar chain. But now we've got erosion with USDC. USDC stablecoin loses dollar peg following collapse of major banking partner. Let's go now. Let's look at the price. We already seen massive fall right here. You cannot deny that this is a massive problem. So now let's take a look at the price to show you. Look at this. They were doing all well and good over the last month, and then boom goes the dynamite. Look at this. Look at the 7-day mark, everyone. You can even see it right here. Here, let's zoom in just a little bit more for everyone and go to the 1 day. And you can see, yep, there you go. As soon as the announcement was made, massive erosion. Went down to 87.9 cents per dollar, over a 12% discount. No one is going to want to use USDC for settlement if you're at a 12% discount rate. That's why it's important to follow these stories, because that's why Coinbase isn't doing this, because they don't want to pay it, and they don't want to pay the expense on over to the customer. So with Coinbase temporarily suspending USDC, now mind you, this happened late on Friday. We are closed right now for businesses, right? Banks are officially closed. You're going to have more fallout on Monday as businesses open and as people in the tech business, fintech world and all that get back into the news cycle on Monday. You're going to have a bigger hit happen on Monday with USDC. This is not going to be good. When they announce bad news, all right, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a corporate insight. When corporations have bad news, they wait for the end of the week, at the end of the day, because most people on Friday, right, they've already started knocking back a few. They're burnt out from all the trading during the week. This big thing we used to do in corporate. If we had bad news, it was Friday, end of the day, we would launch it. Well, that's what they did here with USDC. Let's take a look at XLM price action. XLM, you could see it. When the announcement was made, is it as big of a hit as we saw with other things like CPI data? No. But look at the hit, though. The hit took it from 7.8 to 7.6. We have such rebounded a little bit back, which is great. The problem is, though, this puts us up into negative pressure for XLM, and we've got big stuff happening. Let's look at this chart right here, all right? Massive pressure. Look at this downside pressure. XLM tried to break it out to that 10-cent mark, got to 9.5, got rejected. Tried to break 10 cents twice, actually. So now here's the setup. You've got negative pressure. Now this movement right here, Silvergate, all right? We're talking Silvergate with the latest candles. Silvergate in Silicon Valley. So now here's the issue. The 14th, we have CPI data. Yeah, Tuesday the 14th, we have CPI data. That comes out at 8:30 a.m. Subscribe, follow along. We're going to be doing a live stream. If we have XLM, which is already soft, going into CPI data, if CPI data is sideways or a little higher, XLM, we got to worry about breaking through 7 cents, everyone. We got to worry about pushing right through that 7-cent floor and going into the 6s. CPI data, and there's some rumors out there that CPI data are not going to be hot this time around. Last CPI data was 6.4, time before that was 6.5. So CPI data, inflation was going down and then it leveled off. If we get something again in that 6.3, 6.4, 6.5, 6.2, anything like that, heavy pressure on Jerome Powell and the Fed to jack the rates up 50 basis points. Bad CPI data will send XLM down. Bad reaction from the Fed raising it 50 basis points will send XLM into the basement, everyone. Bargain basement buying prices right there. And right now we're looking at USDC losing its peg. Stellar uses USDC as the feather in the cap to get all of these partnerships going. That's what they use for settlement on their chain. We've seen Coinbase already pull support out for USDC, said, hey, maybe we'll get back into it on Monday. Business day resumes. Big stuff here, everyone. The MoneyGram, UNHCR, that's all USDC settlement. And right now you've got USDC depegged, as well as massive market cap erosion. Take a look at it right there. We got big concerns happening right now in the cryptoverse with Stellar and XLM. Yes, the price right now is doing well, but Stellar's rail system, USDC, has now eroded over 15% market cap in the last 24 hours. Depegged all the way down to 88 cents, sitting right now at 91.5. Depegging from $1. USDC, something that is backed 1-to-1 is depegging. And the reason it's depegging has to do with Silicon Valley Bank, exposure to Silvergate, who exposure to FTX, crypto hot potato. This is going on for a while. And now we've seen yet another partnership with XLM Stellar in trouble because of FTX. It's the second one right now, everyone. Let's see how they do with this one, with USDC losing its peg with $3.3 billion tied up in Silicon Valley Bank. It does not look good for USDC. They're going to look to raise capital at Silicon Valley Bank over the weekend and hopefully get things back up in shape running on Monday. So hopefully when I report news to you on Monday, it is good stuff. But look for negative action leading into CPI data. Things are not setting up good at all. Now, this negativity can burn you out, but you know what's not going to burn you out? This video right here. Me doing some car camping. That's right, everyone. Car camping's the way to go. You want crypto and Web3 action because you're not burned out? This video right here for you. Now, I've got a food challenge I want to do today. Yep, that's right. Burn one, earn one. For every calorie I burn, I get to eat a calorie. That's right. Burn one, earn one. If you want to follow that, check out that channel over right here. I'll catch you cool cats later.